Hey guys, how's it going? Companion here. While I was playing Diablo 3 in the last few recent days, there were some changes to a game I played just shortly before, and that's the Heroes of the Storm. And before I get into all the details, I want to show you guys kind of what Heroes of the Storm is to me. So I don't plan on playing it specifically on any particular day. It's a fun game. I kind of get it. I don't really like the MOBA idea too much, but you know, it's cool to play with friends that are interested in that type of game. And the way that I see it, the way I've seen it from other people, it's kind of like maybe like League of Legends in the way where you play maybe 2 or 3 games, maybe 5 if you're on a win streak, if some friends ask you to play while you're doing something else. You know, why not? Let's chill out with them, have some fun, even though a lot of people don't really like to watch the game. It's pretty enjoyable to play just a little bit. And while I am not very good at the game, my results lately have shown the opposite. You know, I've had a day where I played for maybe 6 hours and didn't lose a single game. Other days, you know, you go like 20-1 and, you know, just do some crazy, crazy results. And the strategy that I've implemented here is, well, it's kind of a strategy that a lot of people who stream or do the YouTube content they like to use, and in this case I made use of it as well. It's very simple. What you do if you suck at something is you get the best possible other people that you can find on your team to carry you, and instead of trying to really understand the vast scope of the game, you go for a very narrow approach. You choose one particular domain. In my case, I chose one hero that I thought was easy enough, that I thought I could play well enough, and if I made a mistake, I still could do something. I played Uther, and I thought Uther was pretty overpowered, mostly because of the fact that, well, he probably was overpowered, and the fact that, well, if you screwed up, if you died, you'd be a ghost, and as a ghost you'd be invulnerable, and you could still carry your team with a sick Divine Storm stun on the other team, still heal your team up, and even though you might be the first to die in a very stupid situation in a group fight, well, hey, you just carried your group while you were dead, while the other team couldn't do anything to you. So some really fun stuff there. And, well, Blizzard decided to have their first balance patch for Heroes of the Storm, and in this one, they completely destroyed Uther. They hit him with a nerf bat several times. They nerfed 2 things primarily. Yeah, they nerfed like damage of some things, but I mean, Uther doesn't really do damage. They nerfed the fact that his dead form, they buffed the duration to 10 instead of 7 seconds, but they removed the doubling of the duration of one of the passives, which is the only one you'd ever consider getting. So, yeah, he kind of sucks when he's dead now because, yeah, the difference between 14 and 10 seconds doesn't seem like a huge one, but it makes it so you can't get 2 rounds of some of the abilities that you have available off. So, going 1 of each ability instead of 2 of each ability when you're dead, when you're invulnerable, when no one else can touch you, it's a pretty big deal. And the other thing, which pretty much everyone saw coming, was the nerf to Divine Storm, which is the ultimate ability of Uther, which would pretty much be the deciding factor in almost every group fight. It's an AoE stun, and it's instant, and it has a very short cooldown. So what they did is, well, they increased the cooldown from 45 to 70 seconds, which is not exactly double, but it makes it so you really can't afford to miss your Divine Storm, because if you do, when there is a pretty good group fight, or, you know, just a few moments later when you're in a better spot, yeah, that would be the deciding factor. And they made it so the level 20 passive talent of the Paladin, which is, again, the only one that you'd ever consider getting, which doubled the range and duration of the stun of your Divine Storm. So it was like a huge radius, 3-second instant stun on a 45-second cooldown, which is outrageous, which is why I played him. They made that no longer increase the duration of the stun, and instead it reduces the cooldown, I believe, to 50 seconds. So it makes it so, yeah, at that stage of the game, you can kind of miss. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter that much at that point because, you know, the res timers on your level 20 are over 1 minute. So if you do a group fight, and, you know, pretty frequently in the group fights as Uther, you tend to die. You get off a Divine Storm, you're dead, the cooldown comes off as you're dead. And if it's 50 seconds or if it's 60 or even if it's 70, it's still pretty much the same thing. So pretty big nerfs there. again, I probably will be playing Heroes of the Storm among more consistent games I've played in the past, like Hearthstone and stuff like that. Maybe I'll continue to play some Diablo 3, but I wouldn't be too optimistic about that. But if I do play Heroes of the Storm, you may see some disappointing results because we're going to go to, at a point where I wasn't particularly good at the game and I have to play another hero. So that should be entertaining whenever that time comes. Just thought I'd clear up the whole Heroes of the Storm situation because some people may have the false pretenses that I'm actually good at this game, and that's certainly not the case. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.